So when you exfoliate, there's lots of different options to choose from, but I would like to talk to you about two specific ways to remove dead skin cells from the surface of your skin. So the first option I would like to talk to you about is a physical scrub. So this is a product you may be quite familiar with, that when you pop the product on the surface of the skin, it feels quite gritty and you've got some physical beads in there that will start to superficially remove dead skin cells off the surface of your skin. So one thing I would like you to be aware of is you can get lots of different ingredients in those products. If your granular or grain in there is perfectly spherical, that will gently buff the surface of your skin. Remove dead skin cells, be really great on the skin. Some of those grains are not round and they can be quite sharp. So when you take those sharp grit or granules on the surface of your skin, it can cause minor lacerations or micro tears on the surface of your skin. That can lead to redness, irritation, but also contribute to bacteria getting inside the skin and contributing to spots. So whenever you're buying your exfoliations, I would really advise you are aware of the difference between your perfectly spherical and your granules that can cause micro tears. Then your secondary option for removing dead skin cells is something that I really love, is where you can apply a product to the surface of the skin. Those ingredients will penetrate your skin, and then what happens is that it will encourage your natural process of removing dead skin cells. So for example, if you are, let's say, in your 50s, your cell turnover, so when you produce a new healthy skin and that new healthy skin works through your skin and then you naturally expel or remove that, shed that dead skin cells, that process can take you about 40 days, 50 days, 60 days. Really slow. When that process is really slow, your skin can look dull, lackluster and more premature aged. So if you use what we call a chemical or an enzyme exfoliation, you will absorb them ingredients, you will stimulate new cell growth, and you will also stimulate the skin to expel lots of dead skin cells. So you end up having more of a healthier skin. So let's talk about these different options. So your first option are your enzymes. So these enzymes can be found in lots of fruits. So papaya, pineapple, just to name a couple. And what these enzymes will do is a little bit like Pac-Man. They start to munch away your dead skin cells. So your enzymes are beautiful ingredients that you would apply to your skin. They would get absorbed into your skin and they would naturally start to munch away surface debris, dead skin cells. So you won't feel anything physical, but those enzymes will munch away and you can get beautiful results just from your enzymes. Then that moves us on to more active ingredients. So you have what we call acids. Now sometimes people can get quite scared when I talk about acids. So let's name them. So you've got lactic acid, you've got your glycolic acid, and you also have your salicylic acid. So your lactic acid can be derived from milk. Your salicylic acid generally is derived from the same family as aspirin. So then when you look at those acids under those umbrellas, not actually that scary anymore. So Cleopatra used to bathe in ass's milk because that lactic acid in milk would give you a really beautiful, smooth tone and texture to the skin, but also it would be more brightening on the skin. So let's look at our different options. So your lactic acid is what we call an AHA, which literally means it will help with moisture in your skin. So you can apply a exfoliation with lactic acid in your exfoliator that will penetrate into the skin, and that will encourage your skin to produce new skin cells, but to also remove or shed the dead skin cells on the surface of your skin. But not only will lactic acid stimulate new skin and help you to remove your dead skin cells, it will encourage natural oils in the skin, which will then help with your hydration, but it will also help with your protective barrier. Your lactic acid is really hydrating, but it also is brightening on the skin. And lactic acid is really skin friendly, so your skin actually loves lactic acid, and it creates lots of benefits on the skin. So that's your lactic acid. Then on the other side of the spectrum, we have our salicylic acid. The reason why I say it's on the other side of the spectrum is because salicylic acid, key benefit is it loves oil. So if you apply your salicylic acid onto a acneic congested blackhead skin, not only will it stimulate removal of dead skin cells, it will be magnetized into your hair follicle. So when you get spots in that hair follicle, lots of dead skin cells, lots of bacteria, lots of redness and inflammation. Your salicylic acid will be magnetized and drawn into that pilosebaceous unit or that hair follicle. It will help to remove dead skin cells, it will help to clear the impaction, but it will also reduce the inflammation on that pilosebaceous unit or that hair follicle. So those are your options with your exfoliation. You could go for what I would call an infant school skincare product, your physical exfoliation, so just superficially remove dead skin. Or you could go for an enzyme, which will have more impact on munching away removing dead skin cells. Or you could go for some more active options.